charge is underway. Stoves go in. Outriders mount up, and 3 out of the 4 wagons are southbound and down. Jimmy Knight with all kinds of penalty issues already, but look at that rail grabber tonight. It is Rick Fraser. The Mavericks go at that rail position as Team 23 guides them into that second turn, with Dallas Dick and Doug Irvine in hot pursuit around the outside of him as they round the second turn and set up for the backstretch drive. It is Rick Fraser, the 2-time world champion, that shows the way tonight. Trailing the pack, Jimmy Knight off that number 1 barrel. He crunched one and missed one. That'll devastate him. But up on the front end, Rick Fraser's looking for some red-shirted Outriders. The Mavericks chuck wagon team, and the 2-time world champion rounds the turn, and now Dallas Dick, the big green machine, known for his come-from-behind victories. And they all set up for the home stretch drive. Calgary, it's your turn to come alive. Rick Fraser headed to the wire tonight as Team 23 opens them up with the Mavericks. Here comes Dallas Dick and the Calgary Automall, but it's Rick Fraser by 1.5 wagon lengths. Look at this race for third. Dallas Dick gets in. Doug Irvine a neck ahead of Jim Knight. There's the horn, and the charge is underway as Stoves go in. Outriders mount up. Vern Nolan is southbound and down, but look at that. Gary Gorst go out ahead of Jason Glass. Jason to the rail, Gary Gorst up the middle. Captain Kirk Sutherland back in the pack, and Vern Nolan, Denton's Canada Court is in session around the outside of Kirk Sutherland as they duel it out for third and fourth. But up on the front end, it is Grandpa Gary Gorst and Freehold Royalties. He's got a free run down that backstretch as the rain falls at Stampede Park, and Jason Glass, the checkerboards, and Birchcliff Energy easing up inside to challenge Gary Gorst. They are now rain to rain like a runaway freight train, and here comes Captain Kirk Sutherland out of fourth to be third by a horse length as Vern Nolan, Denton's Canada, drops back between the final turns, and here come them checkerboards. Jason Glass headed to the wire with his wheels on fire, and here comes from the outside Gary Gorst to post a challenge. Checkerboards are hanging on. In behind, Kirk Sutherland's out of room, but it's Jason Glass. He'll get there by 3/4. Gary Gorst rolls in with Kirk Sutherland in tow, and Vern Nolan. The court is over. And that's a... There's the horn, and the charge is underway. Colt Cosgrave's General Wagon 01 is southbound and down, with Chance Vegan doing a nice job of driving him here tonight. He's got it all under control, and he leads the pack into the track. In hot pursuit, we find Ross Knight, and Grains Connect as he connects with that rail, forcing Chad Hardin a couple of lengths wide to the outside with his Tetra Tech wagon. And Lane McGillivray's ATB Financial, look at this, he's got his lead team right up inside of Chad Hardin, right at Chad's left elbow. He'll be a contender for third midway down the backstretch, but it's Chance Vegan, outrider, driver, spare driver tonight for Colt Cosgrave. He takes High River, Autoplex, RB, and Marine, flying into that third turn, besting the field by a length and a half, and look at him open up the gap. He needs a couple of black-shirted Outriders. They're rounding the turn, and he's looking good, and right in behind him, Ross Knight. Grains Connect, and he is southbound and down, headed to the wire at a high rate of equine acceleration. It is Chance Vegan with the High River Autoplex RV, and he will get this race handled by a length and a quarter. Ross Knight, Grains Connect, connects with the finish line. Lane McGillivray just a neck ahead of last night's day money winner, Chad Hardin, and Tetra Tech in a well-driven heat, number 4.